Jain friends, I have come live. Join the session, share the session so that you are near and dear. Those who require this kind of session, they can enjoy, they can take the benefit of this kind of session because this session will be very useful or very full of information. Those who are preparing for government examination or no matter for which examination you are preparing, it will be helpful for all the examination from SSC MTS to SSC CGL. In fact, for UPSC also, because the UPSC also asks some question from the specific topic which I'm going to discuss today. So join the session. Let me show in comment, am I audible and am I visible both to you? Okay, you are sending messages, I am visible and audible. Okay, that's all. It means all is well. There is no bug, there is no error. So we will start without wasting time. We will Today we will discuss on two topic or on two question or on two articles. That will be article 370 and the second one will be article 350A. So first of all I will discuss on article 350A because article 350A is recently in news. Why is it in news? Because article 350A gives a constitutional right to a, you can say, state. If there is a minority language, they can make a subject in school to teach the student or children up to primary school or after primary school if they want. But in case of Rajasthan, earlier a aspirant did a petition in Rajasthan High Court 2 to 3 years ago. He petitioned, in his petition he mentioned that Rajasthani language also should be compulsory in government examination like in NEET. So state government examination. So this petition had been filed by a individual and its result, Rajasthan High Court gave decision that it's not in its schedule language. So it can't be compulsory language or it can't be medium of instruction in curriculum. So what is the 8th schedule? Do you know? Okay, I'll tell you. There are 11th or 12th schedule, in which 8th schedule it is written or it is mentioned 22 language which are, you can say, dignified language or mentioned in our constitutional. So these languages will get extra, you can say, protection. So out of which 22 Rajasthan language is not mentioned. So this excuse which was told by Supreme Court, and not Supreme Court, Rajasthan High Court. But recently, 4 weeks ago, Supreme Court gave its verdict, and the committee told that it's not compulsory, that the language which is in its schedule, that is the only language will be taught in curriculum. That there is nothing like that. So according to article 350A, if a language is in minority in any state, they can make it in a curriculum. So and it's should be. So uh, due to this verdict, Rajasthan High Court verdict goes null and void. So now you will see in future Rajasthani language will be the curriculum of Rajasthani schools up to primary, or it could be more in schooling like 7th, 8th, but it should be, because we are, if we learn something in our local language, so it will be very easy to make it understand or to be understand. But if there are two languages in Rajasthan, its campus is it's Hindi and English, and the official language of Rajasthan is also Hindi. So Rajasthani in minority. If like I am from Rajasthan, if I get education in Rajasthani or in my native language, it will be easy for me. It will be very easy to understand the points or understand each and everything in curriculum. So it will be great step. It will be great step taken by Supreme Court. And I also mentioned you what is written in Article 350A. In Article 350A, it is written that if there is a language in minority, it could be conserved, it could be part of curriculum, or it if it require extra conservation or extra protection, it will be provided. So that is about Article 350A. Now we will discuss Article 370. It is as of now it has been abrogated. It has been abrogated in 2019. According due to Article 370, it's related to J&K, Jammu and Kashmir, because when the India got freedom in 1947, the king the emperor of the J&K was Hari Singh, and Hari Singh denied to compile its empire into India. So there was a treaty signed between Raja Hari Singh and you can say Jawaharlal Nehru or Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and Raja Hari Singh said that we will agree to to compile our or to indulge or to include our territory or our empire in a in a complete India, whole India, if we get some special rights like it. So hence Article 370 birth has been birth. So say there are some special rights provided to J&K, like nobody can buy or purchase land in J&K who is out of J&K, who lives out of J&K, and many more things like there will be two flags. One will be the Indian flag and the second flag will be J&K flag. So many more special rights has been given to them. But in 2019, what happened in the in the power of Modi government, that 370 article has been abrogated, and very well they are getting special rights due to this article. So obviously the mobilization or mobility or violence took place a lot of there. So that's why J&K divided into two UT, and the state the you can say the state right has been abrogated. Now it has been divided into two state, two UT, Union Territory. As of now also these are two UT, not a state. The first one is J&K and the other one is Ladakh. So the capital of Ladakh is Leh, and the Union Territory J&K capital is Srinagar in summer time, and in winter time it will be Jammu. So it's abrogated in 2019. Till now it both part working as a UT. Sometimes protests take place in J&K or Leh. They are saying now it's the right time to give give us a you can say there is a word you consider you should consider as a state as also, or all the facilities should give us that is provided to a state of any other state of our India. So there are there I think you heard the name of Songam Wangchu, who is the song. I don't know I am pronouncing his right pronunciation name or not, but I think it's his name was Sonam Wangchu. He is protesting. He was doing hunger strike against government because he belongs to Ladakh, and he was saying that he we want that is special PDA. I don't know that is PDA or DCA or ADC. Yes, ADC. What is ADC? So ADC is some special, special, you can say special rights provide like Tripura or Assam. If they want to do something, if they want to work or they want to do anything, so they will make their own decision, they will make their own orders if they want to do something in regarding of natural resources like trees, forest, anything. If government, Indian government, central government want to establish a factory or anything, so they have to take permission from the ADC of the individual state. If they denied, Indian government, central government can't do there anything. So this kind of special, this kind of special rights should be provided to Ladakh also, because illegal mining and deforesting taking place in Leh, and it's not it will be harmful for environment or weather of Ladakh. So they also want separate ADC so that they can take their decision by own. So here I discuss on two topics, Article 370 and Article 350. I think you comprehensively understand what is written in Article 370 and Article 350, and why Article 350A as of now in news because of Supreme Court. So by today it's enough. Yesterday I talked to you more than 20 minutes, and I make you a promise. I will discuss, I will come live in front of you to talk with you daily basis. I will not skip a single day. I take a vow, I swear. Or I will get 15, 10, 20 minutes to talk to you, and I will manage it. It's my work. How will I manage it? But I will manage, because you know very well nobody will so busy in his life so that he can't arrange 10 minutes or 15 minutes to speak English, to improve, because you are getting some information in this video. Okay, this is helpful for you, but it's helpful for me also, because I am speaking in English. When I speak in English, my practice is going automatically, it's improving automatically, because obviously there are some goals, there are some regions, there are some thing which I want to achieve. That's why I'm speaking English, because to speak English, if I speak English in front of anyone in civil, and if I project my views, project my words, project my expression in English, it will create a out of mark impression. So that's why I am learning spoken English, and a lot of command has been, but still a lot of scope to improve. So that's why I think I am doing well. So by today it's finished. We will meet tomorrow in afternoon, because tomorrow I will go in morning duty. I will come back by 13:30 hours. Then I will take my lunch and following by some sleep. And then when I will get from the bed, then I will talk to you on some different topic that will be very helpful for you. Come live. I have given you time. I will notify you on YouTube. You will get notification. For that, what you have to do, you have to subscribe my channel, and that is the not only enough to subscribe my channel. One more thing you have to do, you have to press the bell icon, so that when I come live or when I notify, give the notification on my YouTube channel, you will get then and there. So you will not miss this kind of useful video, important video, because obviously you can see or you can watch that video as a recorded video on YouTube. But what is the difference between recorded video and live? If you have any doubt, you can ask me in live session. I will kill your doubt then and there. I will dispel your doubt then and there. But in recorded video, if you have some doubt, you can't ask. But another option is, like, you are not able to come live, then if you have doubt in recorded video, comment in comment section your doubt. I will reply as much as possible or as early as possible. But I will suggest you, when I come live, you also come live to get the information, to get all the things. It will be easy, because you know very well, when you are watching recorded video, you will watch, you generally you will watch this video in 1.5x 2x, and you will think that yes, it's I easily I am it's understandable when I watching on 2x video. But there are some drawbacks of it, because when you are watching a video on 2x speed, you are getting the information, but it will not collect, or you can say stay in your mind for the long time. But if you are watching the video in 1x as in live, it will stay in your mind for a long time. So once you should make notes also, the things which I tell to you. If you feel that I am telling something important, you should make notes, so that you can revise it before your examination. Because you know very well, article 350 is, as like I mentioned you some topics, article 350A and article 370, these are very important articles, sometimes asked in competitive examination. And like in article 21A, what is written in article 21A, I discuss you article 20A. In article 21A, it is written the right of education or good quality education. So it's very important, article 21A. So in many competitive examination already have been asked this article. And in what is in article 19, there are some kinds of freedom in article 19. In article 19A, it is the freedom of speech. So many kind of freedom is in article 19. I think there are 6 type of freedom in article 19. So if you feel these are good, or if you want to know some about some more important articles, let me tell in comment section. Tell me in comment section. I will think, and I will provide some data or some information or some important articles. Those are very important for your exam perspective. No matter which examination are you giving, it's important for all the examination, for SSC, MTS to UPSC prelims, mains. So by then, goodbye. Keep yourself physical fit, keep your jaws high, your spirit should be high at all time, and do keep working to achieve your goal. By then, goodbye, Jai Hind.